Hello and welcome to my first episode of the GlobalCraft server. So this is my starting area, area that I'm gonna start building. I have a house at spawn that Sting helped me find. I'll link him in the description if I remember to. I'll maybe do a tour on another episode, but for now I want to focus here if I continue making episodes. And then I also want to show over here, which I also want to work with. And see, I think this looks like a really nice lake area. And then I also want to show this right over here, which I think was a really lucky bonus to this place, is a zombie spawning. There were no chests though, just a bit unfortunate. But I want to do some cool things with that, hopefully later this episode. And if I can just get back up here. I want to get some farms going really quick here. I don't want to spend too much time on that, maybe like a minute montage kind of thing of just quick little temporary farms, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Just one more thing here, you might notice this bowl here. See, my name's Fish and I've got a fish skin. It's not Jake the dog, it's a fish. His eyes are just on the side, and Sting left me this little bowl here. These are the signs. I bought you fish bowl. I know you have enough water around you to survive, but you gotta be extra safe. He cares these days. You know, global warming and all that crap. Don't drown. So that was very nice of him, but I'm gonna have to take it down so I have room to make the farm. So now we're gonna get to the farm. And we're back, and so I finished editing these clips together, and I'm not too happy with how it turned out. I learned my mistake, so next time I do something like this, it'll be better. I didn't make the clips long enough, and that added a problem too, and I couldn't add certain effects. But for now, I'm just gonna show resources real quick, very few. So I think I'm gonna have to make a mine shaft too. I used to have a silk touch and a fortune pick, but they got stolen. But I think I'm gonna get reimbursed by Kakintse. We'll see. He's the owner of the server. So I'm gonna go show. So we're gonna work on the zombie farm. Well, I already did some stuff over here, just some minor stuff on the actual farm, and then I've got a little setup I want to show. Just your basic thing. Zombies get pushed. They go over here. Yada yada, they go here. Swim up. You'll see where that tripwire comes into play. It's nothing right now, but I don't want this to be normal zombie grinder. I also want to use this for a lot of other things. I want to have this to be like the control room and have it control a bunch of things. And I'm just gonna start with the zombie grinder, but I want to count the zombies so I can hit a button or lever, and it'll make it so that I'll get enough zombies for level 30. So I need 825 experience to get to level 30, and you get 5 experience from each zombie. And so if you divide 825, you get by 5, you get 165. And so that's how many zombies we need. And we're gonna use a T flip-flop binary counter. I'm sure the other one probably works better, but I don't really know how to build it, and I just know more about T flip-flop binary counters. And to see how many combos you need, you take 2 and you put to the square root of how many binary counters T flip-flops you got. And so if you've got 3 T flip-flops, it'll be 2 times 2 is 4 times 2. That's 2 to the 3rd. And so if you do 2 to the 7th, we get 128 combinations, but we need 165. We don't have enough. But if we do 2 to the 8th, we get 256 combinations, which is way too many. So I set up a compromise over here, as some of you that know about binary might be thinking. Right over in this desert over here. Oh, Sting also left some signs. Nice to see you have a portal to this place. I'm looking forward to see what you do with this land. I help light up the place, but not all of it, Sting. So that's nice of him. But here's what we got over here. So This is actually my third time recording because the first one got messed up and the second one I kind of derped up here. But for now, this is just showing what the binary counter thing does. This is 3 of them, and like we said, that'll be 8 combinations. So this is we're gonna call this position 0 and that position 1, and see they're all at 0, and it'll take 8 combinations to get back to 1. And this is without the rest of it hooked up. Ignore the rest of it. Just this, and this line connecting each other. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the last one. They're all at 1, and they're all back at 0. So what we can do though is, so let's hit this 5 times here. Pretend we want 5 zombies. This is, pretend instead 8 zombies is too many, but 5 would get us to 30. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can take the signal from this. So if we have a 1, the signal goes through to this AND gate. If we have a 0, though, is this a 0? Yes, it is. So if we have a 0, wait, what? Yeah, so oh yeah, okay. So if we have a 0, it goes through this line and it gets inverted here. And because we want all of these on, so if this one's a 0, we want it to be on, and by default it's on if it's a 1, but so we have to invert it for every 0 we have, and our big one. And this works here too, and this one's a 1, so we just run the signal through, and this signal goes through this one and this one. But then the problem here is, and so it activates our thing at 5, but then it'll take 8 more to get back to the original. So what we do is, so I'm gonna set this back to 6, 7, and 8. So I disconnected this wire here. This comes, I don't know what this is called. I just call it my double AND gate. I don't know the technical term, but so we have this here. So once this torch turns on is when those are at the right combinations of 1, 0, 1, and this line over here goes over, runs over here, and then it will, oh, it is gonna, don't worry about that. It hits this and it activates this one, because remember this was a 1 and we want to bring everything back to 0. But before it can do that, we got to make sure that this torch here gets turned off, because if that torch isn't turned off, then as soon as this block changes over to back to 0, because normally it'd be 1 at the 5, then it'll just activate everything else. So we need that torch to be off. The rest of them can stay on, just the first one, and that one's already at 0, so we don't need to worry about this one. And then we have the same thing over here. We just have a line going here up to here, and we don't need to worry about that torch. So now we're gonna see, before it was 8, now it's going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and after this 5th hit, everything should go back to 0. See, and just to prove this thing with the torch here, I'm going to do it again without the torch, and you'll see. See, now that's not connected. So we'll go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it goes to 0, but this one, once that one moved over, this one got moved. So that's why we had to turn that torch off. So this is what we're going to do for the big one, but this is all the redstone I have right now. So that's why we need the mine shaft, or we might set up a shop over the nether. I'm gonna go edit these clips and see how much time we have left, and see if I should continue or end the episode here, and see how it goes. So we're only about 10 minutes in, unfortunately. Getting some friend. Well, I guess not unfortunately, but I think it's only gonna be 5 or 10 more minutes. I mean, you guys already know, but I don't think we'll be working much more on this today. I did a little bit right up here. I just started to hook up the T flip-flops here, but one, I don't have that much redstone. I only have a stack more, I think, of redstone, and I don't have much other materials. The way I'm doing it to get the inputs is I'm just having tripwire here activate and send this out. I think it should be fine like that. I may need to add a monostable circuit, but I did some testing and it looks like this will be fine for 99.9% of the cases, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And so I started to put these up, but I wanted to make sure that I had room to go and, you know, activate, do the reset thing I was showing over there. So there's that. I think I want to spend the rest of this just talking about the plans for future. It's nighttime. Pro. So this is kind of a busier month-ish. I got finals coming up and a lot of other things and whatnot, and damn. Here we go. So I think things are gonna be a bit slower. So next episode, I don't think we're gonna be able to work on that much, and I think I'm gonna do most of that without you guys, just because it seems kind of boring and repetitive task, and I'll just kind of show like updates, and then at the end I might show how it works for people that care. Next episode, I think I'm either gonna make a shop in the nether, or I'm gonna make, because the nether we have, it's got like shops in it, and it's got message boards and mailboxes and a hub, and I think I might show that, or I might make a mine shaft, we'll see. I think I'll also do some caving between this and the next episode, some farming and such, and I think I might make a sheep farm. You will be farm sheep. I think that about covers it. I think I want to stick to this area. There's an area over there, and I really like the lake over there, so I'm thinking I might take out an area right here. I think that might be cool. That area where the T flip-flops are is right there, and you can actually break in. So for part of it, I don't have much room, and then it goes back here. There's loads of room. I want to do something with that. That looks really nice right there, but not sure what I want to do. See, I kind of want to build a pirate ship, but it doesn't look big enough. So I was thinking I might extend that, but then there's also the problem with the redstone going back there. So we'll see how that goes. I also think it'd be cool to have like some kind of bridge there, and I think I want to like maybe do something inside that little thing and make it look more like towers. We'll see. It's just ideas. This isn't set in stone. The zombie farm, I've got a lot more things I want to do with the zombie farm. I'm not going to say too many of them because I don't want to say them and not do them, because I've got a lot of ideas for it. But the one thing I think we're going to do for sure after we do that is add one of those things that makes it so it shoots out pumpkins that don't respawn, and so that we can get zombies that don't respawn, so that we can use them for other things that I already have in mind. And so I already kind of planned it out so that we can have pistons or tracks, so it goes that way, and I've already thought of a way to do that. I think I'm just going to decimate that desert over there. Sorry about that, but yeah, that desert, I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like I was saying, I think that's about it. Right over here, I think this area right over here looks cool. Right, I need food. Right here, I think this looks cool. And right over here, and I thought it looked interesting how it kind of, oh, I might take out that desert instead since it's farther, but it kind of looks like the water used to be way higher here, and it used to run through here like a valley, but it'd be hard to get the water level that high, because it seems like these islands were deeper down into the water and they just barely sticked up, and but now they're much taller than they were before, and they used to just barely poke up. There's a lot of caves over there. Go like those. I think that's about it. Don't want to get too in depth into future plans, so next episode is either mine shaft or shop, I'm pretty sure. And I guess that concludes the second. Let's get up here first, and this get a better vantage point. Of course, fail. Oh, please work. Bam. There we go. Oh, looks interesting. Whoa. That mountain looks cool. So, yeah, that's about it. That's our area. Hope you enjoyed the first episode. Bit choppy, still learning things. Still need more materials to work better, so I can do stuff better and get better stuff, so I can clear more area out and whatnot. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, or if not, tell me what I could improve on. I do have to say, it's so weird talking to a microphone. It feels like you're talking to no one. It just seems so strange, but guess that's the end for now. So I guess see you next time, if there is a next time. Bye.